Hi, my name is Crystal Farley, 51-year-old Texas resident, targeted individual who has lost all of her rights, zero due process without any recourse. Extreme victim of directed energy attacks, in particular radiation, was hospitalized a little over a year ago. My organs were starting to fail. I've got 14 screws and 3 plates holding my neck together today. They were able to be able to induce rigor mortis in my neck. They also have the ability to induce ALS in the brain. My brain was swelling, felt like it was in so much pain. I had MRIs done, horrendous. My instance of gang stalking is incredibly intense due to the powerful families that are also involved who are working through the government as their tool. I will assume out of revenge. I have been a victim of having to go through 8 states trying to find safety from the mass harassment, and as you know, it follows you. I have lost about $750,000 in income as a former tech executive, region vice president, who all she did was defend her team. I have got to have immediate help because they paint a fake narrative of each and every targeted individual. They give them some horrible condition that warrants people harassing them. In my case, it is a pedophile who drinks adrenochrome, who is a low vibration human being, who is dangerous, who is scary, who is meth addicted, and a harm to society. Taking my instance one step further, they are utilizing artificial intelligence. A lot of these perpetrators I know. They're wealthy and affluent. A lot of them are strangers and not affluent. But due to the people involved in my case, I've got to have your help because they're setting me up for arrest. They are using artificial intelligence to create fake police reports, fake court cases, fake medical diagnosis. It's easy for them to avoid the judicial system, law enforcement agencies, and the medical community when they're able to create these case numbers, report numbers on their own behind the scenes. Create a package together. Here's the false witness. Here's the fake testimony. I've even heard that they're faking deaths to get people convicted and arrested for serious crimes. But if I've got everything in a bow, I've got my fake police reports, I've got my fake court cases, I've got some false witness through MK Ultra. They can go and get an arrest warrant and have someone killed based on a personal agenda, whether it be they're a whistleblower or revenge. I've even had bloodline wars tossed my way, strangely enough. I have been verbally assaulted. I have been thrown down stairs. I have been run off the road. I have had helicopters chasing me. I've got to have immediate eyes on my case because they have taken mine a step further and they're building out fake cases. Most of the targeted individuals, they don't get that far. It just stays at government harassment without engaging the artificial intelligence. I had called the Richardson, Texas Police Department in May of this year. I was having issues with my 23-year-old son. He was acting erratic. He had a personality change. I was scared of him. I was scared of the mass harassment that was going on. So I called the Richardson, Texas Police Department, where they were acting terrified of me. It's like they were waiting for my call. They had their hand on their gun. Not that they needed their hand on anything to take testimony for someone that caused them out of fear to my home. I asked them to turn on the chest cam when they hit the door. They did, acting terrified of a 50-year-old, 100-pound woman. They refused. They were horrible to me, disgusting to me, wanting to know where my son was and was he okay. I was completely perplexed. They refused to release the chest cam. They went as far as going to the Texas Attorney General, getting a letter, getting permission to refuse to release that chest cam to me, because it would have proven that I was of sound mind, I was calm, I was coherent, I was of no threat. But it went against the narrative that I'm scary, dangerous, and a threat to society. The Richardson, Texas Police Department then called the Richardson Medical Center, where they engaged a social worker to get testimony from my son, who is under the influence of MK Ultra. My son has since said, just the other day, I have never harmed him physically, sexually, or anything otherwise. However, his last words to me as I was kicking him out back in May were, "Ha ha ha, you're not going to believe what I said about you. You're of no use to me anymore. I've been waiting my entire life for this." You see, someone was using MK Ultra on him at that time and was forced speech. It was forced speech to the medical center. That was forced speech out of his mouth to me. This, in turn, causes me to lose my cool on him, yell, say a lot of things that I would love to be able to take back. I then have to speak to the Richardson Medical Center to give my testimony to the social worker. Well, guess what? The calls were rerouted. I was not speaking to a woman in Texas at Richardson Medical Center. I was speaking to someone that I had met on a dating app that lives out of state. Everything is, in my instance, is being done off the grid through artificial intelligence, where they're feeding this false testimony to the artificial intelligence, where they're going out and generating fake police report numbers, fake court cases, fake medical records. I also received an email from this person that I had met on a dating app that stated I had borderline personality disorder. This person is not in the medical field. This person shouldn't even be giving a medical diagnosis. It prompted me to reach out to my psychiatrist, whom I was seeing for ADHD, thinking that he had altered my medical records. No, he hadn't. Anxiety, depression, ADHD, all still there. I have got to have immediate help because my case of gang stalking is next level. I'm being set up to get arrested for drinking adrenochrome, for killing babies, being a pedophile, for harming adults, being abusive, being a threat to society. They are going to be doing an emergency broadcast system alert, I know that's coming up pretty soon, to have hardened criminals, evil, removed from the street. I can assure you that perhaps there will be some guilty individuals, I assume, that are on this EBS list, to include celebrities. There are going to be innocent individuals such as myself on this list, and because they've got case numbers, report numbers, fictitious false witness, fictitious medical information, they will be able to get an arrest warrant for innocent individuals and have them executed immediately. I beg of you to please take my case. I beg of you to delve in. I've got 130 slides put together. Like I said, I know a lot of my gang stalkers personally. There are some that I don't. These are influential people that want me actually dead for being an empathetic person. I have psychopaths that are wanting to kill me and others like me just simply for being the light. I don't know if this is a way to usher in the New World Order, but these guys have an agenda against me specifically, and I've got to have your help, and I've got to have it fast. I beg of you. Thank you. Be well.